Hello, everyone. This is ex Bethelite here, and I wanted to just talk a little bit about the memorial. I've got a friend that requested that I do a video about the memorial, and I was just talking to a friend about it. And before I begin, I want to definitely show respect for people who commemorate Christ's death and resurrection. This is something that is commemorated around the world. Christians commemorate Christ's death and resurrection around this time all around the world. And I want to show respect for that and respect for, the beliefs of all people and not touch on that per se. Uh, my views have nothing to do with Christians coming together to commemorate that. I'm specifically talking about Jehovah's Witnesses and the way they go about it. So I think that I want to almost help witnesses out a little bit here because Jehovah's Witnesses their organization does not celebrate pretty much anything. There's no holidays. There's no birthdays. There's no involvement in anything political. There's no involvement in really charities. I was born and raised a witness, and I have never been a part of a congregation that was getting together any kind of a charity that they were about to do for the general community. They don't do any of that. You have this one major event that they go and then they invite the entire community to attend. And that is the memorial. That one big major thing that if you are inactive even, disfellowshipped even, that's that one thing that you got to make. You got to make that memorial. It's the end of the world if you don't make that memorial. And Jehovah's Witnesses know this. Is the one thing that they do. And it is, let's just be honest, it is boring. It has got to be, as far as events go, one of the most boring events there are. You have a talk given, and generally this is a dry talk. Not the person giving it tends to generally not be the most talented person in the world. They didn't have any formal, real training as far as public speaking. They may have just done it for a long time, and some people may be better than others. But in general, you have the same talk, then prayer, then passing of the bread and wine. That for the most part, people aren't going to partake. So they're not going to this event to partake of any of these things. Whereas in most churches that I'm aware of, you're going and you're going to drink and you're going to eat. You're going to participate. Most people, from my understanding with Jehovah's Witnesses, are going to just sit through this event and just watch as these things are passed by them and they're not going to partake of it. So you have a talk, you have a prayer, then they pass these emblems that for the most part no one's going to partake of. Then they give another talk and then they pass the other emblem that no one's going to partake of for the most part. And that's pretty much it. So I think that Jehovah's Witnesses need to make some kind of a video, maybe, since they have these flat screen TVs in a lot of the halls now, or the projector screen in a lot of the halls. Maybe they need to play a video, do something, because this has got to be one of the most boring events there are, unless you're a brother and you have an assignment at that event. If you are passing the wine, well, that kind of keeps your attention. Or if you're passing the emblems, or doing the sound, or giving a talk, or you're an attendant, well, maybe then this is not as boring for you. Or you have invited people and you're going to go and see if they're attending, and you want to try to start a Bible study. In that situation, maybe it's not as boring, but the event itself is, of all religious organizations that commemorate this event, and as far as Christianity is concerned, probably every last one of them is going to be commemorating Christ's death and resurrection. Jehovah's Witnesses has got to be the most boring on the planet. It doesn't get any worse than that. So this past memorial, I did not attend the Jehovah's Witness memorial event. I couldn't think of a possible reason why I would do it. Now, there's a number of events that I could go to if I chose to, but the Jehovah's Witness event, I knew it was going to be dry, boring. I wasn't going to feel comfortable. I may not even feel welcome. Comment down below. Let me know what you think. Anyone who thinks that this was a great event and that they learned something that they did not already know, or they benefited in some way, please comment down below. Let me know how you benefited. If you were a part of one of the events where you had an ex-witness give a toast, well, then, of course, yeah, that's going to be a bit more animated than your average memorial. But I mean, average memorial, comment down below. I know a lot of you went. Let me know honestly what you thought about it. Honestly, let me know what you thought about it. If you thought it was great, then just let me know. But I think that they need to change something. Play a movie, do something, because that is, Jehovah's Witnesses don't do anything but one thing, and that's the memorial. And it's horrible. The one thing they do is the most boring event on the planet. This is ex-Bethelite signing out.